Hey guys, welcome to Unfinished. Let's kona vitu kali kama kawaida.
Yes,
but
sir.
It's more of a serious show. Tunaziita serious kidogo.
Tunaziita serious because the matters we're talking about today zinatuguza kwa moyo, they apply in our lives. In fact, they carry so much weight. It's serious, by the way.
So tumekuja streets za Nairobi kuwatafuta because your opinion counts.
Yes,
I'm Mike Gitai.
And I'm your girl Karen Jessa. Karibu kwenye show.
So on our very first topic, tunataka kuongelea about positive and positive attracting each other.
Banana and banana.
And
coming together.
In other cases, negative and negative. You know, we're talking about homosexuals and marriage.
Do you guys think we should give it a thumbs up or it still remains a no-no? Let's hear what you guys have to say. No. Why no?
Homosexual, because in Kenya you have beautiful ladies. I don't think homosexual can do. Man to man.
Why men to men? No, like
I think in Kenya we have our own traditions. We are used to marrying opposite sex, but no. I mean.
Chali na chali haiwezi.
Haiwezi make. According to our traditions.
All right. What do you think?
Okay, according to me, inaweza. Because at some point, you find it's just a situation which comes to you. Maybe you are born attracted to another man, or at some point when you are growing up, the influence you can say you like a girl, a tomboy, or a man is associated with men. So at some point you may grow liking men, and that can't change your life. That cannot change. You cannot be attracted to the opposite sex. So it's you and men.
So it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay according to me.
Yes.
Sasa, okay, hiyo haifai kukubaliwa Kenya.
Mbona unasema hivyo?
Unajua kwa nini? Kenya ni nchi ambayo inafuata sana, yani tuna tamaduni zetu pia, na kutoka kitambo hatuwezi anza kuiga mambo ya kizunguzungu. Unajua hii mambo ya western culture hatutaki kuiga hiyo, lazima tufuate culture zetu na pia religion yetu. Ukiangalia sisi kama Wakristo, mimi ni Mkristo, siwezi kubali kitu kama ile happen mbele yangu, na pia siwezi taka itokee katika nchi yangu. Unajua maana tunaenda kinyume na mapenzi ya Mungu. Unajua kwa hiyo mimi sidhani inafaa kukubaliwa. Wacha ibaki, tusiishi kama watu wengine, wacha tuishi kama sisi.
All right. Perpetua, what do you think?
On my take, it's just simple. We just know people, when God created, He created man and woman. He didn't create woman and woman. He didn't create man and man. So on my take is, these things, as he said, they are coming from the West culture. And we should not eager or imitate the Americans what they are doing, because we are Africans. We were not brought up in such a society. We were not brought up in a society of homosexuality, man to man, woman to woman. So for me, it will be so painful looking at things that where we are ending, and the main agenda of it doesn't even revolve around. It doesn't bring out that punity of us as Africans.
Yeah.
So my take is, I will not support. I will never support homosexuality to be in Kenya. It should never be legalized in Kenya. Let's know.
Now, first of all, I'll say no. Basically, because me myself, I'm a Christian. I know what the Bible says.
Yeah.
And when God created, He didn't create only man. But later he saw it was better for a man to have a wife.
Yeah.
So I don't think, basically, there is something which is creating in mind. And secondly, I think it's just a problem which should be solved. It's one of the can rise from peer pressures or things like that.
Yeah.
So it's a problem which needs to be solved.
Immediately.
Yeah.
With immediate effect.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think we have the right to say no?
Gay. Why do you look for gay when there's many women and men here around? So there's no need for gay marriage. That's disgusting. Yeah. Then I'm not allowing gay marriage to be okay.
No.
Yeah. I'm saying no to it.
Okay, the issue about gay marriage, for me, as you know, as in our country in Kenya, most of them are the majority is Christians, and we have a few who are the Muslims. And actually, gay marriage, it started at the West Union, as a Western countries, the way you know. And in Kenya, I don't think that will work. It won't work. Totally, gay marriage in Kenya, it won't work. Because if you consider, you can see in Kenya we have beautiful ladies, and that it can even break the motivation of a gayism to at least to get married and to the way it is written in the biblically. Yeah.
All right.
I do not support gayism in Kenya because when you look at the population, in Kenya we have more females than males. So I see no reason why a man run for the other man. So I do not support that. Secondly, I don't support that because it's not supported also in the Bible. It's a sin against God, and it's also a sin against the community of Kenya. Yeah.
I say no.
Why no? Why a big no?
Yeah, because first, gay marriage is evil. It's against the will of God. Since if you read the scriptures, because I'm a Christian, you find a lot of record. We have Abraham and Sarah, Adam and Eve. There is no Adam and Adam's son. So the story is gay marriage is a no. Yeah, it's a no, just a no.
As you all know, this right here is Unfinished, where we get to finish unfinished business. Yeah. Now, my unfinished business when it comes to homosexuals and getting married, first of all, we want husbands to marry us. So you all don't go that side, you know, like keep coming towards our side. Like positive and negative should always attract something of the sort. It always does. Yeah. However, I do not mind a gay friend who will take me rounds of shopping and, you know, just flossing on Snapchat and Instagram. Like, hey girl!
We were talking about gay marriage. How is this about shopping again?
Okay, fine. No, I was just trying to say, as long as you, like, if I just, anyway, I just need
okay,
a
here's the
friend.
thing, Karen Jisa. Here's my unfinished business with the topic. Yeah, you guys do you, but we're not really encouraging it. I'm not going to encourage it. Let me just speak from the heart. But you guys just do you. Don't rub it in our faces. Let's accept where we are as a culture, as a people.
For sure.
Which brings us to our next topic.
Now, guys, this is where we like dip our feet kidogo into politics. We all remember in 2007 we saw a coalition government, and it kind of worked for us, yeah. And considering the political tension and temperature weather we have right now, what do you have to say about that?
Now, actually, the coalition government ilienda inaitwa nusu mkate. So what we are asking, nusu mkate unaona kaita toboa?
Let's find out.
Okay, kwangu mimi nadhani nusu mkate, labda kwa sababu tu ya kuweza kuweka amani ndani ya nchi yetu, ama tuweke ile Kenya yetu tusirudi pale tulikuwa huko miaka hapo nyuma. Kwa hiyo mimi nadhani ni vizuri labda wasiposikilizana, ukiangalia if our president ambao ni Uhuru na pia IBC na pia yani wale maofisa wa IBC wasipofanya venye wameambiwa, maana Raila amesema kwamba watoke, unajua, na if hawatafanya hivyo hakuna need waanze as in Kenya irudi tena kupigana. Kwa hiyo mimi na support sana, kama wenyewe akiona itawezekana ni vizuri wakae chini na Raila waone itakuwaje, kama vile alivyofanya na Kibaki last time, badala ya kuangalia Kenya yetu ikichomeka ama watu maybe damu mwagike na nini ya innocent lives, unajua si vizuri. Mimi naona ni vizuri wakiona kama hakutakuwa na suluhisho kabisa, lakini kwanza tuende kwa elections tujue mwenye atawini ni sawa. If haitakuwa hivyo bado itakuwa ngumu sana, wacha ibakie nusu mkate. Mimi nusu mkate si mbaya, Raila apewe tu cheo kule, hao wengine wenye wanasumbua wapewe cheo za huko kama Kalonzo apewe cheo kidogo hapo, hata kama atakuwa mtu wa kuuza maji hapo kwa gate. Yeah, mimi naona nusu mkate ni poa. Nusu mkate ni poa. Badala kuangalia ati hili kabila, hiyo itakuwa ina unite wa Kenya. Unajua wakati mko na differences and then mwenzako anakuja na idea, anasema si tuungane pamoja tufanye kazi pamoja kwa ajili ya Wakenya. Maana wale watu si maadui. Raila si adui ya Uhuru Kenyatta. Wale watu ni marafiki, wanajuana. Watoto wao, angalia mtoto kama Ngina Kenyatta. Mimi mwenyewe nienda nikapigane na mtoto kama Ngina Kenyatta, anafly anaenda Majua, anaenda anatulia. Unajua? Anatulia kule, anasomea Majua, anakaa huko, anajibamba. Sisi na ujinga yetu tunaingia street tunapigana. Hakuna need. Kama inakuwa hivyo ni vizuri wakae chini, wajadiliane, alafu mwenye atapewa post kama Raila anataka kuwa prime minister tena, ni sawa. Manake kama Mungu alisema Raila hata kuwa president wa Kenya, haizi kuwa.
Alright. Both President Uhuru Kenyatta and the opposition leader Raila Odinga, they are all fighting for power. It doesn't mean that they may be they wanna disagree hapo because of power, but it doesn't mean they are not friends. One thing I would say, we are Kenyans, and we'd love to be united. It doesn't mean that after they have had their disagreements that sisi wengine tunafaa tuafektiwe. We as Kenyans, we need to move on. Wacha hawa venye tu Uhuru alisema, wacha sisi tupiganie huko juu. Nyinyi kama wa Kenya muendelee kuishi kwa amani. We maintain that peace, that unity, because we are all Kenyans. It doesn't determine whether you support NASA, I support Jubilee. It doesn't matter. Whoever wins, we shall move on as a country. But for me, what I would say, it's President Uhuru and Raila should sit down. Maneno yenye tunasikia anavuta wanabishana IBC toke nini, no, they should just have a podium, they sit down, agree on their disagreements, and we'll move on as a nation. So for me, what I would say is, it doesn't matter. Hata nusu mkate akitaka mwenye atashinda the 17th October, whichever the day is going to be, they can just sit down. Kama venye amesema, wanaweza stafutiwa ka position hapo. They can still remain to be the opposition, na the other leaders can just be sorted some seats. Hawezi kosa kakazi hapa na pale instead of kubishana na gava. So hawezi kosewa kakazi. Hata hivyo ndo tunasema kasi ka vijana tunasema they should unite, they should have a good reputation, because hao ndo tunaangalia, they are the future leaders, we want to be like them. So if they argue at this perspective, how are you going to be able to come to the youth and tell them that to seek such a presidency lazima mkoseane heshima?
To me, what I think is a no still, and the reason being, we have a constitution, and the constitution shows us the hierarchy of leadership. And we have the president, we have the vice president, and then the others come. So I don't see how does that come in, unless we change the constitution, then that can come in. So, but for now, we need leaders with vision, because when we have different leaders, it's like there'll be conflict of interest of some things. So it will be hard for them to making decision will be slow, and then we'll have our country will not move as quick as we expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we should have a nusu mkate government in Kenya?
No.
Why?
Because if we have the nusu mkate in our government, Kenya will be like other countries. There will be conflicts, there will be tribes, there will be anything. Kenya is the best country in the whole world. That it's peace.
I think no, we are not supposed to have a nusu mkate government, because one is playing his own politics. So nusu mkate, those are old eras politics. So if you consider the new present politics, one is playing his own politics. So on my opinion, we are not supposed to have nusu mkate, since the constitution, even those who are playing politics, they are playing on their way. If you look at the opposition, they are playing it on their way, and they have also their arrangements. So I don't think whether you are supposed to have nusu mkate government.
Okay.
Nusu mkate, that means it's a half, 50-50. Whenever you see the government of 50-50, the government will not work. In fact, in the Kenyan constitution, we have what we call opposition leader. When we have that nusu mkate, we will not have opposition leader. And opposition leader, the most and foremost importance of the opposition leader is to act like a ringsman or a referee. Whenever he sees the financial status is going down, he will complain over the same. That is the main work of the nusu mkate. The nusu mkate effect, first, it will affect the economy of Kenya. In which way? At least they will have to have what we call selfishness in the government. At least everyone, both government will have to share, and at least one will at least get a lion's share, the big share, and that will affect the local mwananchi.
If you remember the reign of Kibaki and Raila, the outcome of it was very good. Thika Road and stuff, the government was running smoothly. But now when it comes to opposition and government, if moja kipatiwa cheo itakuwa, there will be an enmity ambayo itakuwa mzuri sana. So me suggest nusu mkate ikue, because you see 60 days ikiisha Mturi anafanywa president. So ni afadhali wapeane nusu mkate kwa mapema in advance.
No, nusu mkate can't happen, because to me I have my own leader. The other guy has his own leader. So the majority wins. So for me nusu mkate no.
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 Umelenga kabisa hiyo story. Unaonaje? Do you agree with him?
Nusu mkate in our country can do. For example, 2007, after the post-violence election, we had a nusu mkate government coalition, and they performed well. That's the Y254's government. Raila is our prime minister. I think nusu mkate, if you see that government, it really works. Yeah, nusu mkate government can do, because the leaders are for their own views. To get the opposition government, the government itself, they combine the ideas. I think nusu mkate can do.
Okay, consider this, yeah? 2007, the statistics. Things were working out when there was a coalition government, because there's always a compromise when two people have different ideas, but wanapatana mahali katikati, you know, when there's an opposition, ni kukataa tu. Even if it's a good idea, especially if it's a good idea, unakataa tu.
And I think this could actually be a solution for our challenge right now.
In the current predicament.
Yes, and let me say one thing, by the way. The business, the economic growth right now, it's not headed to where we wanted it to go. Experts are warning that it will reduce from 5% to 4.6%, which is something that should sadden every other Kenyan out there, because tukianza historia ati tutafanya biashara after elections.
Si tutasota bwana.
Mazee tutakula
kulikuwa na ile
mawe.
election nyingine, sasa kuna hii election nyingine.
Exactly.
Kama sasa ulikuwa unangojea do.
I don't know.
By Karen nilikuwa nangojea do fulani, si utanisota.
Mi unadhani niko na kitu?
Ama pia ni after elections.
Yo, mi hata sijui. Let's find a solution for this thing. Let's move forward. Let's keep our country, growing. We don't have to keep mamaing here because of kitu moja tu, elections. We haven't been able to identify a president. It's time we sat down and found the actual ultimate, solution. What should we do? What should we have work for us, know?
And make sure you tell us what you think. Hashtag and finish Y254 Facebook and Twitter. Which brings us to our very last topic.
The last one. Now, guys, this is a very serious matter, by the way. Suicide is not something that, is funny or something that you could just take lightly. When someone takes away their life, it's not funny. But let's hear what you guys say. Let's hear what you guys have to say about suicide and the role that youth play when it comes to curbing the suicide menace.
Suicide is not an option, because God is the one who gives us life, and He decides when to take that life. So why should you take a shortcut with a suicide? So the best thing to do is to seek for advice, because when somebody opts for a suicide, it shows the problem have reached some limit which he can't control by himself or herself. So the best thing to do is to seek assistance. We have counselors who can counsel us, and then make choices which are right. Sometimes somebody can take suicide because of love affairs, or issues of maybe you are lacking jobs or something like that, a problem. So still, like I said, a problem is always should be solved. And by seeking assistance, if you see, it's beyond you. Yeah, so suicide is not an option.
All right.
Thank you.
What do you think? Suicide, do you think it's right? Or what role can we play as young people to help curb the suicide menace?
By giving advice, you have to come together, sit.
First of all, what's your view? Do you think it's right?
No, it's not right. I oppose. Because if you do suicide, what will be the outcome? It's just to die. So I'm advising you sit, do counseling, advise the best way.
First of all, suicides happen because of rejection and stigmatization. So, sikupenda kwa msee ajiue. That's what, according to researchers, wanasema sikupenda kwa mtu ajiue. Ni labda amekataliwa from the society or he or she is rejected. So if we stop rejection and stigmatization, we'll stop suicide. As simple as that.
So we should stop stigmatization.
Yeah.
How do we go about stopping stigmatization?
Example, we have our friends and our brothers and sisters who have HIV and AIDS, TB and stuff. If we stop stigmatizing them, we love them. They are still our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
That's when we'll stop these kind of diseases and problems.
Politicians. The politicians should stop using abusive language or language of kuchochea my youth. So, for example, wanalipa my youth, they go commit those suicide. Like last night, we had there were people killed in Kakamega. The incident which happened there, asking people, who did you choose as your president? So I think the biggest part is for our leaders. They should stop using those abusive language or bringing youths to commit things like suicide.
Okay. All right.
That's my view.
That's his view. What's yours?
For the youth to help in controlling the suicide in our country, first of all, the youth, it's themselves. They ought to understand themselves first, understand who you are. If you understand your background, you get men youth are committing suicide because of their parents. They want to do like the other. You come and meet another person in schools. You see this person is from a rich background. You want to do the same what he does or she. But at the same time, you don't have to understand your background. If you come from a poor background or an able background, you start stressing your parents. At the same time, you won't get what's enough for you. So you think your parents can't do what you want. So you start stressing yourself. You end up commit suicide. And for the youth, you have to understand ourselves first to avoid these things.
Mimi najipenda sana. Lazima ukuwe shabiki nambari moja wa wewe mwenyewe. You know? Must be your number one fan. Kwa hiyo mimi sijui wakati mtu inafika mahala anasema acha nijitoe. Yaani niue nafsi yangu. I don't know, anataka kwenda mbinguni akafanya nini huko, hakuna sherehe. Kama umejiua umecommit, kwanza hiyo ni umefanya makosa ya kwanza. Hauwezi enda mbinguni because umeua mtu ambaye anaitwa jina lako. Unajua? Kwa hiyo mimi sioni, yani swala la kujiua hata si kitu ya kuargue about ama ya kuzungumzia. Manake huyu mtu alitaka kujiua aende mbinguni ama aende hell. Ajui ni wapi ataenda sababu hata decision ajui decision yake inakaaje. Kitu cha kwanza unajua acha nikwambie kitu chenye kinasababisha sana suicide itokee. Sana ni mapenzi. Love. Unapata jamaa anapenda mrembo fulani ama mrembo anapenda jamaa fulani. Then ule demo anakuja anamruka siku moja anasema story yake staki. Unajua anaenda upande wa kwake. Kwa hiyo mapenzi tusikimbilie vitu. Unapata demo amekimbilia sponsor amemfanyia hivi. Visa mingi nimeona kadha wa kadha. Mwingine alikuwa na date mzungu alipokuja Kenya sijui akamfanyia nini, akamfungia mahali, akampea mbwa, ikamfanyia vitu mingi. So kuna vitu zingine lazima we ukue control, yani unajua una control maisha yako. Usikubali tu kwa sababu ati maybe mtu amekuacha unaenda unapanda kwa gorofa unajirusha. Mimi nikikupata hapo umepanda kwa gorofa ati unataka kujiua, nitakwambia jirushe. Kwani iko nini? Wewe ndio unataka kujua. Mbona ujiue seriously? You know?
Perpetua, what do you think?
Nakwambia kona mimi venye
do you think first of all it's okay?
For me I don't think it's okay. Life is important. Life is important for a human being. So if God, acha nikwambia sisi wote atakaka life, kuna time inafikanga place unasikia kama utakafunga. Just always have that second thought. Unafikiria nikajinyonga sahi. Kama uko na familia, hebu imagine hiyo familia sasa umejitoa. Uko na wife, you have your family. What burden, what sorrow yenye utakumeletea watu wenyu na nini. Kwa mimi venye nazaambia hata my youth, msikuange inafikanga place, kuna kitu inaitangwa second chance. Kuna time life inakuanga in two ways. Kuna happiness na kuna sorrow. Lazima hii life ungangane na lazima pia hii life upitie shida. So kama upitie shida, kama time yako yote inakuanga furaha, wewe upitie life. Lazima upitie ile place unafikanga unasikia siwezani, lakini kameweza, kamenuka, lakini kakinuka, I uswai give up. Vijana tuliumbwa kwa watu wa nguvu. Yaani hata life iko ngumu aje, wewe ng'ang'ana.
Na sasa nikuulize, after umeng'ang'ana, okay, how do we help as young people? What role can we play in helping the young people to curb the suicide menace?
So for me in that suicide, this one major thing, the sponsor thing. Renye madem wanakimbilia ma sponsor and all that. That is what is leading to, let me say, major heartbreaks due, because when you go to such a thing, you go there with expectation, and when it doesn't lead to the expectations that you want, hapo ndo inafikanga place unakuta mademu wanakuwa na stress, plus maybe uliacha boy wako ule mwenye ulikuwa unaona amesota ndo uende sponsor juu ya do, lakini pale unapa sponsor unakuta pamekafunga. Now when you go back to this, he says that he doesn't want you anymore. Sasa hapo ni penye hata mademo wanafikanga place wanajiuliza, mimi nilienda nikajiwest pale, boy hata mwenye ulikuwa na move on na yeye akutaki. So for me I would say we as youth are role model to even to our country, to our nation. So the things that we do, learn to have a second thought. Before you do something, think what are the consequences and what are the benefits. Even ndo naweza sema.
Okay, mainly in Kenya we have a number of youths who have taken their lives as in terms of suicide. But the major, what I want to maybe to urge the government of Kenya is that to create what we call seminars to educate, and at least it will eradicate and reduce the number of suicide in Kenya. At least nowadays what I can see as the most funny suicide, what I had in Kenya is from Mombasa, that Arsenal fan, the Arsenal fan who was a youth, he has taken his life away because of a very mysterious unexpectation results from what he expected. And what I can urge again, apart from the seminars, I can urge at least the government to create something like an organization, at least to make youth busy, to create jobs, to make youths busy, not to engage in idleness. Idleness will lead unto the suicide. Yeah, that's what I have.
All right. Yeah. What's your take on that?
Okay, I also agree with my friend that we are supposed to come up with the conferences, seminars, so that they can encourage young people not to commit suicide. Like for instance, there's somewhere, as I was browsing through the internet, I found that we have tips when you can successfully commit suicide. So such things are supposed to be omitted on internet. Again, the second thing, apart from seminars, you're supposed to come up with a magazine and write-ups which are encouraging young people. I have one of my friend, maybe who soon committed suicide because of just losing 1 million. So he just betted through these Spotify bettings. Then almost, instead of placing 17 bets, he only missed with around 3. Then he decided to commit suicide after spending all his money, and the money belonged to school. So he had no other option apart from committing suicide. So on my opinion, I would rather say that it's good. Young people, they get advice also from write-ups and internet so that they cannot commit suicide.
My unfinished business with this, actually it's a two-part question, so I'll start with this. My thoughts on suicide is don't do it, because think about it from this. Let me give an example. Kuna watu walijimada because hawako na iPhone. Say kuna iPhone X.
Mazi.
You get where I'm going with this, yeah? Just continue working hard, you'll get where you're supposed to be eventually. It's never that serious, nothing ever is, especially if it's a person. It's never that serious. You can get someone better for corner. So what can the youth do about suicide and the prevention? Just, if you see someone who's a loner, be a friend. And always any ads. Do you just want to hang out? Do you want to talk? Reach out. Unajua ni normal by the way, because ni ngumu. Kabla nikuwa umeboeka alafu nikuje nikwambie niaje nzisa. Sitone tu tuongee.
I'm sure when somebody go through all that stuff and then aone mtu reach out, they always, tell the story. Like you go ahead and
they
appreciate it actually, yeah. And my unfinished business when it comes to suicide, it's not right, honestly, guys. It's not something, you are given this life by God, so just go ahead, hold on, Have you seen this tattoo where guys are putting a semicolon in support of guys who tried to commit suicide, but then they thought about it and they're like, no, let me not go ahead.
Does Demi Lovato have it?
Yes.
I think she does.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. And it's actually a great sign, to show support for these guys and, be their friend.
Yeah.
And also, if you feel umelemewa kabisa, reach out to someone.
Reach out, come on.
Please. A psychiatrist, a counselor.
Not even a psychiatrist, a stranger. And a biz.
Yeah.
Wala si unaona amjuani, so you can say anything that is on your mind there. Just let it all out, then leave. That's all you need to do. Just talk.
Yeah. Mapenzi, by the way. Love yourself. Love yourself. Please do not take away your life, man. Hold on. Kila mtu ana mashida, by the way. We all have to go through ups and downs. Yeah. After the storm, by the way, lazima kuna wakaka sunshine kiasi, So be positive, keep a positive life, and we'll go on. Guys, that's all we've had for you today. Kama kawaida, you know what, we have to wrap it up. But we're not going anywhere. You'll have to catch us next week, same place, same time. I have been your host, Karen Jessa.
And I'm Mike Itsai. Until next time.